last series?
Yeah.
I mean, naturally, when I play the 5, it's just so hard to guard when you have a stretch forward that can shoot it out there. And Ron demands so much attention that shot is going to be there. You have to take it. I mean, even in the fourth game, game 4, I was 1 for 5 for 3, but that shot was there, so you have to take it because they have their schemes and they stick to their game plan and are well coached. So that's sometimes the best shot you're going to get in 24 seconds.
The look we saw it gradually throughout the season, and you seemed kind of excited about the potential for it. But did you kind of know that at some point that there'd be something that could reach in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean it's something that we've toyed with. Sometimes we've had success, and other times it's kind of been a little bit of a wash. So, there's different lineups that we'll be able to throw out there, but me at the 5 is one of them in particular. If we want to go small and get Ron in the post more, have him roll and me roll and mix it up, and that's just the way we can play. So we look at that as a luxury for us.
You guys might not know until 2 days before the series begins which team you're playing. Do you think that puts your opponent at any kind of advantage? Because they both know that they're going to be playing you guys.
Somewhat, and also not that we don't remain locked in because we've had a couple of great practices. We have been watching not only that series, but all of the games. But they continue to be locked in. They get to play not much rest, but when you have a week or 6 days off, sometimes you have to find ways to put yourself back into it. So I think in some ways it can work well for you, but we're remaining very locked in here.
I'm not sure how much you have dived into both potential opponents. Is there one team where you at 5 would make more matchup problems than the other?
I guess I haven't really thought about that. Because we haven't gone over personnel for really either team yet. As I mentioned, not sure we've been watching the games, but as far as me at the 5, I'm not sure. It just depends on how they want to match up with us and who plays at 5 to them.
Ty said you were feeling great yesterday in practice, despite whatever being technical guys. Other than that, other than being backed up a little bit before, though, how have you been able to get your body in a good space this late in the season after the grind of it?
Yeah, I think just staying with it. I'm mentioning probably a few weeks before the regular season ended how you get into 60, 70 plus games, you're going to have little nicks and tears, and your body's going to be hurting no matter how many years or minutes you've logged in this league. I think staying in the weight room, we did a good job of last 2 days as well, conditioning and making sure our bodies are prepared for any 7-game series that we might come up with.
You guys have a death lineup?
A death lineup?
Yeah. Do you have one?
What do you mean by that?
Everyone talks about the Warriors and when they can go to their death lineup. There's a lot of ball movement, inside outside combination. You guys have, not saying particularly for the Warriors, but do you have some type of
I love our starting lineup. I think I love the way that when we get off to great starts, maybe not always in the third quarter, but we feel like we do a good job of setting the tone early. We have guys that when they come off the bench and they're ready, can really play. Shum brings so much. It's a different dynamic for us with different players coming off the bench that do that as well. So as far as the depth lineup, maybe ask Coach Lou.
When we come here, the tableau is always kind of the same, what you guys are doing, but I'm just curious, behind the scenes, is there a difference that you've discerned in the way, just the general tone of the team, the practices, even the mildly structured stuff like this, in playoffs versus regular season?
We use the term locked in all the time. I feel like we've become even closer as a unit, and whether that's team dinners, whether that's spending time with each other off the floor, just talking about basics, or talking about film work, getting together for film, or talking about work out there on the court, what you saw in practice today, whether it's different potential matchups that we might have, we feel like we're clicking at the right time, and that's going to prove to be great for us heading forward.
When you guys, just on a follow that, when you guys are out to dinner, do you end up talking about basketball? Because like when the writers are out, we end up talking about football.
Usually, when we get together, we have we're there to watch a game or two. So I think that definitely comes up. Part of being a family is not only talking about the business that's at hand or between these four lines, it's knowing who you're out there with as well.
Kevin, recently the lineup at the end of the first quarter without LeBron, how do you feel that that's been going for you guys? Do you think that was an adjustment that's really helped in the long term?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think we've had to find ways to mix up our lineup and be able to be very productive on both ends with LeBron out. So getting him a little bit of rest and maybe that first quarter, maybe third quarter as well has proved to be pretty good for us. And then he comes in with 8 to 10 minutes left in the second quarter to close it out. So I think it's something that we'll continue to look at and continue to have success with.
Kevin, with teams downsizing so much, playing guys at the four that have a natural small forward skill set, that gives you the advantage offensively, but how much of a challenge can that be for you defensively when you were up against Marcus Morris, Tobias Harris, guys like that?
It can be tough. It can prove challenging. I mean, we had, I think, the first 3 games a lot of success, and when they switched off and I kind of slid into the post, whether it was Tobias or Morris inside. But on the defensive end, it's tough. Those guys are quick, so I think you have to give them space, take up their space, just give them different looks to make them take tough shots.